welcome.
Thank you, it's so good to be here.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Netherlands?
I have never been here.
No, first time?
First time.
What's it like? How is it for you?
It's amazing. I'm loving it. Yeah.
How long are you here right now?
I got in yesterday morning at 9 a.m. and got to walk around, and yeah, it's just stunning.
And you only been to Utrecht right now?
Amsterdam as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite so far?
I don't want to answer that question in case I divide the crowd.
No worries, no worries. First of all, of course, you are a very big actress right now. What inspired you to become one?
Well, I started when I was really young. I started when I was 11 years old, and yeah, it was, I don't know, my first day on set, I was just like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I still feel that way. I just love it.
And which set was it? Which was your first set ever?
My first show was called Pirate Islands.
Pirate Islands?
Yes.
And what was it like?
It was like a fantasy show. It was a kids show.
Right.
Yeah, where these kids get sucked into a computer game and they have to fight pirates and find the treasure to get out.
You were one of the pirates?
I was not. I was one of the kids.
No way!
Yeah.
What was it like? So you were a kid in your first show?
Yeah.
What was that like, to be a child actor?
Well, as kids, we just want to play make-believe, right? So I loved, that I got to dress up and be in all these incredible, like, fanciful situations. And it was a blast. It was a kid's dream, really.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking to you right now, I just can't comprehend because you have a really thick Australian accent. And when you watch your other work, you have a perfect, fluent American accent. How did you do that?
I think that growing up with a lot of American television really helped. Yeah, a lot of practice and a lot of coaching, and yeah, hopefully I've done my job. If you didn't know I was Australian, that's a good thing.
Yeah, of course I do. You can hear it very clearly. So, is doing accents easy for you? Can you only do American and Australian, or?
Oh, yeah. I've realized that I'm very limited in the accents I can do. I can do general American, I can do British, but that's it.
All right. And of course, I was very curious because you broke through with the 100. Did you know that the 100 was going to be such a huge show?
No, I don't think any of us could have imagined that it would be what it's become. I think just what's amazed me is that I was doing a convention 2 weeks ago, and a lot of the people who were in my Q&A were 14 years old, 15 years old. Like when the show came out, they must have been children. So I think the fact that it's gone on to streaming has given it new life and has expanded it so that a new generation of people can watch the show. And so it just kind of keeps on bubbling along, and it's awesome.
Oh, nice. And were you always, because you came from Australia, did you move to Hollywood with a dream, or did you already have a job when you came to Hollywood?
I did not have a job. I had a dream, yes. Yeah, I got to LA when I was, I think, 22, and I was just really lucky. By the time I was 23, I was doing the 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it scary to move to America on your own?
Yeah, it was scary, but I was, I think, naive in a lot of ways. Just, I really believed that I was gonna make it, and thankfully, it worked out.
Oh man, and how did it work out? Because a lot of people here in the audience might have the same dream as you did. Do you have any tips for them, or tricks, or?
I think just don't take the criticism to heart. There's a lot of rejection in this industry, but it doesn't mean that you've failed. It's just that you weren't right for that role, and if you love it, you just persevere.
Oh, nice, oh, nice. And when you got the call that you could be in the 100, what was your first reaction? How did you feel? Because you were broke in LA, and all of a sudden you had a job. What was that like for you?
I was broke in LA.
I'm sorry to say that.
It was incredible. It was the best gift I could have ever been given. It changed my life entirely. At that point in time, I didn't know just how much it was going to change my life. But yeah, I was overjoyed. I was completely overjoyed to have been given this character who was so kick-ass and so strong and determined, and you know, I mean, up until that point, I'd only really played like the blonde ditzy, you know, the every girl, and Clark was so different from that.
Really intimidating.
Very scary at times.
What's the most fun thing about playing somebody who's so big and intimidating on set or on the show?
I mean, I think playing Clark, I got to do a lot of things that me as Eliza would never have the guts to do. So it was amazing.
What was the most fun thing you did as Clark?
Ooh, I think like playing with wire work, where you have to jump from great heights, and that was really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Oh, nice, oh, great. And now, of course, the show has ended. What was it like for you to read the final script, to know this is the end of it all?
It was really bittersweet, you know, because we had been working on this thing for 7 years, nearly 8 years, and I felt like I'd become so much a part of Clark and she'd become a part of me, and it was really hard to imagine a life where I wasn't going to be playing her, you know, but at the same time, all good things do have to come to an end, and you know, there was a lot of excitement about what was to come next. And unfortunately, a pandemic came next. So.
Really? Did you have any projects during the pandemic that got shut down?
No, I didn't. No, the 100 nearly got shut down. We shot right up until the borders closed in Canada. So we had to squeeze all of the last episode into a few days to get it done in time.
Really?
And then the world shut down.
So you were doing days like from 9 in the morning until 1 in the night?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Doesn't that exhaust you? I mean, for you as an actress, you have to be fit all the time, know the lines.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get into a rhythm, but I mean, at the beginning of every season, I was kind of like, oh, okay, here we go, 15-hour days. It takes a bit of getting used to, but once you're in it, it's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And I was just curious right now, have you guys ever done a reunion?
A reunion?
Yeah, with the whole cast just coming together, because...
No, I mean, thankfully we get to meet each other at these conventions and we get to see each other again, but we haven't gotten everybody in one room before, but that's a really good idea.
Yeah, you should.
We should.
It's really nice, you know?
Yeah.
I like the reunion shows, like iCarly, Friends, you name them.
Yeah.
Yeah, iCarly is something different, but... and I was just curious, because you have been to a lot of Comic-Cons, right? Have you ever done cosplay, just walking around, or would you ever do it?
No, but I love cosplay. Like, I love watching people, I love all the parades that they do at conventions. I mean, you guys are amazing. Like, you really turn it on. It's so, and some people spend, a year making their costume from scratch. I just find it inspiring. It's amazing.
And would you, if you ever would do cosplay, as which character would you choose?
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you into the anime?
No, I'm not, but that show, I used to wake my mum up at 6 o'clock in the morning so that she could turn on the TV for me so I could watch Sailor Moon. I was obsessed.
Oh, really?
As a child, yeah.
Man, I would love to see you walk around as Sailor Moon.
It would be really fun. I'm going to do it one day, guys.
Just enough.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, nice. And while on the topic of pop culture, is there any franchise that you would love to be a part of? It could be Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel.
I mean, I think it's an actor's dream to be a part of like the Marvel universe. It would be so cool. Yeah, but I don't know. I think that I'd have to say Marvel.
And you would love to have superpowers?
Yes.
What would be your superpower if you could choose any superpower?
I would love to fly.
Flying, just flying in general.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Just without any powers, just
be able to go.
Great. And nowadays I've seen some stuff of you, which I really enjoyed. I didn't know that way back in the days you did Vines.
I did what?
You did Vines. You were on Vine, right?
Oh yes, yeah. I loved Vine.
Oh man, would you ever do anything like that again? Because now we have TikTok nowadays.
I know, and the thing about TikTok is I don't know how to use it properly. Vine was so simple. It was just like, it was so easy. And now with TikTok, there's so many editing tools, and I need someone to give me like a crash course in TikToking so that I can do it.
If you have 30 minutes to spare later on, I can help you.
Yes, please.
I loved your Vines. They were so goofy, so weird.
Very weird.
Yeah, you should bring it back. And of course, I know you do singing and guitar.
Oh, I did.
You stopped doing it?
I kind of stopped doing it.
Why?
Yeah. I felt like I hit a bit of a block where I really needed to learn how to play guitar better and how to sing better to be where I wanted to be, and I didn't spend the time to do that. So, but I've had a few people request that I get back on it. So you never know. I might give it another shot.
Well, I can't help you with that. For now, only the shower.
Just the TikTok.
Yeah, just the TikTok. You don't want to hear me sing. So.
Okay.
And for everybody in the audience, if you have a question for Eliza, you can get up in front of the microphone, which is right in front of the stage. And in like 1 minute or anything, we will do some questions from the audience. Because now I'm just curious, before we do the questions from the audience, what is the weirdest question you have ever gotten? Or the best? Maybe the best is better.
Someone once asked me if they could have a lock of my hair.
Really? Did you give it?
No.
No?
That was pretty weird.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
And one last question from me, just out of curiosity. If you wouldn't have become an actress at all, what would you have become? Which job would you like to do?
I love working with children, so I feel like, I would have loved to have taught kids, but I really wanted to be a marine biologist.
Marine biologist?
When I was young, yeah.
And why?
I was obsessed with the ocean.
Right.
My whole bedroom was like dolphins, whales, sharks, you name it. Like, it looked like an underwater scene when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
And what is your favorite animal then?
I love the whale shark and the beluga.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I could never have guessed this. I love it. Let's go to the first question. Could you say it one more time, a bit more into the microphone?
Can you tell us something more about your new show, Continue?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's so weird that we can talk about our shows again. So I've become a season regular on season 2 of Quantum Leap, which has been an absolute dream. Like, not only do I get to stay in the sci-fi world, but I'm playing a character who is a physicist, an incredible mind, and another kick-ass strong female character, except she's in the 1940s, 50s, and, well, who knows when we'll see her next. But do you guys get Quantum Leap here?
I've seen bits and pieces.
It's not airing here yet?
I'm not sure.
I'm also not sure, so probably I would say where you can watch it, but...
Yeah, well, I hope that you guys get to see it, because it's a really fun show, and I'm loving it.
Well, have fun with it and have a nice day here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. And I was curious because right until like 1 week ago, there was a big actor strike, and it ended nowadays. How do you feel about the strike just ending right now?
Oh, I feel really relieved. I mean, it put a lot of our crew and, you know, in a really difficult position. Like a lot of people weren't able to work, so just to have that industry back up and running is great. And also, I mean, in terms of the strike, the industry has changed so much over the last few years that it was really important for us to have a contract that reflected those changes, and I'm really happy to have a fair deal. Yeah.
Nice to hear. And one more thing, because we couldn't ask any questions about any work that you did, like until a week ago. So the people from the Comic-Con, they gave me a whole list with funny questions. I just wanted to ask like 1 or 2 of them. Tomorrow I'll be asking some other ones. But one thing that I found really funny, I was like, well, who knows? What is the best Christmas present you have ever gotten? Or the best present in general? Because it's almost Christmas, I was like,
oh my gosh. I can't think. I've gotten so many amazing presents. I mean, this is how, this shows my age now, but like I got a pair of slippers and a dressing gown,
oh no,
a robe from Bob for my birthday this year, and it was the best gift ever. I am the comfiest person now. I am so comfortable. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's a great present.
Yeah.
I will write it down. Let's go to the next one.
Hi Eliza, welcome to Holland.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome. I have a question. You played in season 6 as Clark and as Josephine. How was that for you?
Oh yeah, that was amazing because I think up until season 6 I had played, you know, the one character, Clark, which was amazing, but what the writers gave me the opportunity to do was to play another character within the same show, which was a real challenge, and it made me work 10 times harder to kind of differentiate the two. And not only was I playing 2 different characters, I had to play Clark pretending to be Josephine, pretending to be Clark. It was a mind F. But it was great.
That's really it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And one question from me then. What was it like to play such a female icon on a pop show? So such a big inspiration, I guess, for so many women.
Yeah, it was amazing. I feel really honoured, honestly. I feel so honoured to have been able to play her for so many years, and the fact that it's helped so many people is just icing on the cake, really.
Yeah, to break through that glass ceiling of just a blonde pop girl.
Right.
What you said.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Bother off.
I'm very lucky.
Hello Eliza, nice to meet you. I have a question. Do you have maybe some new projects that in the future you're going to have in acting?
Yeah, I mean the new project that I'm working on is Quantum Leap, and it's been a dream so far. I'm so excited to get back to work and finish the rest of the series. So that's my newest thing, and I'm all in on it at this point. I'm loving it.
Maybe something else also that you have in mind that you want to go for?
There is nothing else that I have in the pipeline at the moment, but apart from coming to these conventions and seeing you lovely people.
And I'm curious, would you ever do anything more than just acting? Would you become a director, a screenwriter, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've directed a couple of music videos, which I absolutely loved. So that was really cool. It's very different being on that side of the camera, and I would love to do more of it. Yeah.
Nice. I hope you do.
Hi Eliza, really nice to see you here. What is your favorite song?
My favorite song, like of all time? Oh my gosh. That's tricky. You know, I should always come to Q&As with that already in my mind. It really depends on the day, you know, for me.
And what's your favorite song today?
My favorite song today is You and I by Ingrid Michaelson. Check it out. It's so cute. It's a really cute song, and I've been singing it to Henry lately, and he loves it. So that's why it's my favorite song.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. It's really cute that you can sing it to Henry.
Hi. I asked this question to Bob last time as well. Which character of the 100 do you most relate to?
Do I most what?
Most relate to?
Oh, what did Bob say?
Monty.
Monty? That's good. That's a good one. Who do I most relate to? Oh my goodness, these are good questions.
It's really a tough one. And I like Monty, by the way. Great answer.
I kind of want to say Jasper. Because I'm a pretty light person compared to a lot of the characters in the show. And I like to bring a bit of comic relief, so I'm going to say Jasper.
Thank you.
That's great. Well, in the same spirit of that question, if you wouldn't be playing Clark, which character would you love to play in Hollywood?
There's so many cool characters. But I would love to play Murphy.
Murphy?
Yeah. Because he's so complicated, that guy, you know? He's got a real heart, but he's also got a bit of darkness to him. So I love Murphy.
I would love to see you play Murphy.
Yeah.
Hi. My question is, what was your favorite season to film and why?
I mean, I think my favorite season would have to be season 1, just because it was the beginning of something so incredible, and it was my first American show, and it was my first. It was just my first time on a really big scale production. Like, there was so many more crew and bigger sets, and it was just like the feeling that I got from shooting that first season was like, it was just adrenaline and joy, you know. And the ones that followed I loved as well, but I think season 1 is so nostalgic for me that that's got to be the season.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Well, also in the same spirit as that question, what is your favorite scene that you have seen on the whole show? You were like, oh my god, how did they make it?
Do you know, it's not a scene, but I loved the season 3 finale in the City of Light.
Yes.
That was incredible. Lexa comes back. There's something so epic about that, and also putting this character who's just been in the woods in like a post-apocalyptic world, to put her in, a sparkling, clean city was just a really interesting concept to me, and I just thought that all of that was awesome.
It's really great. I love that one too. Oh, is the microphone gone? Technical difficulty. Is it back?
Hi, my question was, what was your favorite Clark and Lexa?
I'm sorry?
Clark and Lexa scene.
What was your favorite
Favorite Clark and Lexa scene? Oh my gosh. I don't know, we did so many good scenes, but I loved this, I'm repeating myself, but I loved the stuff in the City of Light. I just thought it was so, I don't know, it was romantic, but it was also full of action, and it was beautiful. Very well done. Chef's kiss.
Great question, thank you.
Hello, what character would you describe yourself as?
Sorry.
What character would you describe yourself as?
Character in
In the 100?
In the 100 or just in...
From any movie or anime or something like that.
I would probably say Jessica Day in New Girl. So I'm a little bit awkward and quirky, and I definitely have seen that show like 20,000 times, and I relate to her a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. A great show, by the way.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, my girlfriend used to watch it, and I'm sitting on the couch, very grumpy. I'm starting to like it too.
Yes.
Don't tell it to her.
I won't. I won't. I know. I got Bob into it as well, and he was like, "I'm not gonna like the show."
Exactly.
You can't help but love it.
I have the whole same story.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie?
Yes.
Well, the original Little Mermaid was like what I grew up on. In fact, I used to, I wouldn't answer to my own name. I would only answer to Ariel for a good period of time when I was young, because I wanted to be her. But now, I'd say it's Moana, because Henry loves Moana so much, and it makes me love her as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. What is it like for you, now that you're a mom, to watch all your own childhood memories again with your kid?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really love it. It's so cool. And like, he's really into the Wiggles right now. Did you guys get the Wiggles here?
Those are those little guys with the...
No, that's Teletubbies. The Wiggles is like an Australian kids musical group that was huge in Australia, and I think in the US as well. And I'm now watching with Henry what I used to watch as a kid, and it's so much fun. Yeah, love it.
Let's go to the dinosaur.
Hello, dinosaur.
I have two questions. What was your favorite moment of Eliza on set?
Could you repeat it one more time into the microphone?
What was your favorite moment with Eliza on set?
What was your favorite moment in?
What was your favorite memory with Eliza on set?
It's really tough to... favorite memory of Lisa on set?
Favorite memory of Alicia on set? She's just the sweetest woman. And we always, I think, both being from Australia and both having a similar upbringing, it gave us so much ease. We were like immediately clicked, and it was, every scene with her was awesome. I don't know if I have a